I think we are one of a kind. There's not an analogy that we can compare ourselves to, because what we are trying to do is organize and very unorganized sector here in India. There are not much players here, and we are trying to do things for the first time.
It is definitely not. That's what I've been hearing a lot from the new joiners and those who want to join, but it's definitely not.
I would say not a movie. There's a movie by this name as well.
So at the core, Udaan is an e-commerce company with the roots in the B2B segment, which is the Udaan platform itself. But we have recently forayed into the B2C segment.
The way we kind of order things from Flipkart or Amazon, the shopkeepers all over India, they also want to order stuff for their inventory online rather than having to go to the shops physically and purchase from different cities. So this is where Udaan comes in. They can simply go online on our app or our website and purchase their inventory from us.
I mean, having been in Udaan and having seen it much more closely, I kind of realized that Udaan really is about serving the underserved, and this means a lot of people for whom digital has just been about consumption so far, but using digital and a lot of reimagination to really help them earn better livelihoods.
So as a designer, I always look for social impact. I want to see how whatever I'm doing actually is adding value to somebody's life. That is somewhere I see a lot of value of the work that I will be able to put into the team. Hence, that inspires me. That's what actually has made me join the team here as well.
I worked as a consultant before joining Udaan full time, and one of the things that stayed with me were people. The people who kind of came together to build Udaan as what it is today. They always had that vision, and you could see that passion, the vision. You could see that they really believed in what they're building towards.
So I heard about Udaan from a colleague of mine from previous organization. So he knew somebody who was working here, and then he told me about the kind of work that Udaan is doing. And then that kind of intrigued me to search about Udaan, and then I found out that Udaan has recently become a unicorn. So that was one of the reasons to join Udaan.
So when I came here, I came to the office because it was pre-pandemic for my interview process. And when I interacted with the people here, I just was wowed by their knowledge. They had like very clear goals for the company. And everything here, like the work environment was so relaxed, welcoming, and like kind of energetic. And I was at the beginning stage of my career, so I felt like this is a place where design is valued.
I saw the culture was very conducive to doing research. Not just designers, but even engineers are supposed to go out in the field, do research, understand our users.
And once you are designing an app for them, you need to at least get into their shoes very deeply and understand how they actually use your product.
The way the company has made an exponential growth, and what give me the inspiration, like Udaan's design team work in a more user-centric way. So that's my inspiration, like this is the company I really wanted to work.
When I work for other companies, it was like I'm working on someone else's product. Right here, I get the room for making mistakes and understanding things and progressively improving the grades and standards of what I create. So basically, it's liberty for practicing craft.
I mean, our opinions are valued, right? That's why we are involved from everything from creating some of the decisions, whether you feel like this will actually bring an impact or not, or actually implementing these things ahead.
I think one of the challenging aspect of Udaan and the space that Udaan is in is that this problem has not been solved before, right? Which means that there is no recipe that has been defined.
Once I went on a field visit and I've seen how great impact Udaan is making onto the users, as he was he was totally dependent on Udaan his entire life, like what earnings, all because of what he was ordering from Udaan. So that makes me feel very great that my work is having so much impact on the people who are the backbone of our country.
In the design world, it is a saying that you have to get into your customers or users' shoes, right? So I went with some delivery guys and did some deliveries myself. And in that quest, I hurt my back. So basically what happens is that that was a learning from there, get into your customer's shoes or your user's shoes, but don't hurt your back. Yeah.
So once I remember traveling to this place called Amravati, which is a remote city, or at least 1.5 hours from Nagpur. Just the journey itself made me realize how people from tier 2, tier 3 cities who I may not be really thinking about actually relies on this product for running their business. And that was pretty interesting to walk down those markets, which is 1.5 kilometers in a different state, from a very busy city, a small time town, and a lot of traders actually using Udaan to place a lot of orders so that they can sell or meet the needs of that community.
So I work for pharma category. So here in pharma category, the medical shop owners, they are a very different breed of emergent users. They are graduates. They know how to read and write English, but at the same time they are they find it difficult to adapt to new technology. So how do you enable these type of users to excel at their business, right? So at Udaan we are creating a very radical solution, which is we are trying to leverage the power of artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and we are creating a solution which is very faster compared to what they are doing right now.
It's like a playground for designers to come in and do so much more and add to that human impact which the company is already making. So for me it was something different, refreshing.
I think it could be like a train, like a very fast train, which is actually moving across India.
So I would say the way at which, the level at which kites fly very high in the sky. So similarly, I guess Udaan is also a company who is flying very high.
This is the correct time to be here, and given the situation during the pandemic, I think so. This organization has disrupted quite appropriately, though it was slightly ahead of its time. But I think so. Now is the right time to be here because it gives you access to reach millions and billions of people and impact so many lives.